In today's episode, we are going to create this Let's Play Soccer photo manipulation in Photoshop. Coming up. This is a free preview of my premium tutorial Let's Play Soccer photo manipulation in Photoshop. If you want to watch the full tutorial, make sure you become the premium member of my website harshvardhanart.com. After becoming the premium member of my website, you can have access to all of my present as well as future courses with very affordable cost. So there is a link in the description section below. Make sure you check that out and enjoy the free video. Hi everyone, I am Harshvardhan and welcome to another superb episode. In today's episode, we are going to create this surreal Let's Play Soccer photo manipulation where we will be compositing the elephant image with the moon image and will create this Let's Play Soccer concept in Photoshop. So this is going to be a very fun episode because you are going to learn lots of new technique from this episode, and what technique you have learned from this episode, please do let me know in the comment section below. And before we go any further, please do subscribe to this channel if you have not already subscribed, and to subscribe just click the big red button below this video and don't forget to click the bell icon as well. That way you will not miss any new video from this channel. Having said that, let's get started. This is the background which we are going to take. Okay, and this is a pre-made background, and we'll create first a curves adjustment, and we'll click on the highlights and drag it down, even the mid-tone. Our purpose is to make it darker, and change this layer or channel to the blue, and we'll click and add into the highlights blue, and similarly in the shadows, something like this, and even in the mid-tone a little bit, and then we'll change it to the red channel, and we'll drag it down and from the highlights and the shadows as well, and let's change it to the green, and let's add in the highlights or remove it from the highlights a little bit, and even in the shadows so it gets the blue hue, and select the RGB channel and drag the highlights or adjust the shadows. Our purpose is to make it darker. You can see now this has become darker. And let's bring the elephant in the scene, and let's resize it. I have already extracted it from the background. If you want to learn how to do that, you can check out my other tutorial on pen tool, and that's very easy. Using the pen tool you can easily do that. Create a layer mask by clicking on this icon, choose the brush tool by pressing B or clicking this icon, and click over here and select the soft as brush with 0 hardness, and let's say opacity be 45%. You can adjust the opacity from the top, and make sure this is a black color. Foreground color is set to the black, and mask is selected, not the layer, and then we'll paint over here and remove the hard edges so that it appears that it is within the soil. Okay, and it's not floating in the air, and there's a problem on this side, but no problem, we can fix that. And let's zoom in how it looks. Okay, and we'll right click, and this time we'll select the grass brush, which is a pre-installed grass brush. If we'll scroll down, I'll find it. Where is it? Okay, I got it. It is over here. And then we need to go to the brush settings, which is over here. If it is not shown over here, go to the windows and select brushes. And settings, in settings, make sure you uncheck the color dynamics. Select the layer mask and with the black color, start painting over here. And it's going to create a grass-like mask, and it would appear that it is actually standing over there, and these are the grasses. So let's create another adjustment layer, curves adjustment, and make sure it's clipped to the elephant layer. And now we are going to make it darker. So we'll click on the highlights and drag it down, something like this. And in the mid-tone a little bit, okay. And then you can see zoom out and Control I to invert, or select the mask and select the soft edge brush, and let's say opacity be around 20%. And with the black color, make sure the foreground color is set to the black, and then we'll paint on this area, on the teeth and on the trunk and on the face, or wherever you see the highlights. And that way this curves adjustment will not affect. That would not be darker and that would be lighter. So this is how we can modify the lights according to our scene. So made certain things darker and then removing certain part from the highlights or in the direction of the light. Okay, you can see. And let's create another color balance adjustment layer and make sure it is also clipped to the elephant layer, and adjust these sliders to give it the right color so that it matches with the background. And we have different channels, so we have the shadows as well and highlights as well, so we can adjust all of that. I have speeded this up and you can see by turning it on and off, now it matches with the background. And now let's bring in the moon. I have already extracted this one as well and resize it to the proper size you want and place it maybe something like this. Don't worry, we can change its position later on. And come over here, select another and create another curves adjustment. Make sure it is also clipped to the moon, and we'll click over here and drag it inside to make it lighter or darker, and highlights as well, something like this. And select the layer mask again with the brush tool, soft edge brush, and 20% opacity, and black with black color. We're going to paint on the top. Our purpose is to make little bit shadows on the bottom side and keep the top part bright, and create another color balance adjustment layer by clicking this icon, and make sure it is also clipped to the moon, and adjust it to give it the right hue or the right color, something which has little bit more cyan, something like moon, or some cooler tone. Okay, so we can adjust all these channels, mid-tone, highlights and the shadows to get the look we want. And you can see by turning it on and off.
This is a free preview of my premium tutorial Let's Play Soccer Photo Manipulation in Photoshop. If you want to watch the full tutorial, make sure you become the premium member of my website harshvardhanart.com. After becoming the premium member of my website, you can have access to all of my present as well as future courses with very affordable cost. So there is a link in the description section below. Make sure you check that out.